Okay, I'm gonna tell my last little story here about why I move in silence and what to look out for. All right, so I was working at this job and I was doing really. It was COVID time, so like 2020, 2019 ish. That time, 2019, we'll say. And you know, I was just still going through my healing process. We'll say that. And there are levels to the healing process, but I was at a level where I was still trying to figure out who to trust and when to trust and when to be vulnerable and when not to. Baby, I ended up training this one girl, and we quickly became um, good friends, or she became very attached to me. I want to preface by saying that's red flag number one. Do not, thou shalt not be rushed. Okay? And she was just talking and she would listen to me and she wanted to know, like, every time, I don't know, in America, like, we don't realize that we fetishize each other based on places that we lived or where we live. Like, I've lived in many places, and you know, the same people that are in your place are the same people that are in my place. They just look different. They come in all different shapes and sizes. There's not a place, I don't know, in this world, maybe I've heard Sweden, where there are just beautiful people galore. New York is not one of them, honey. I'm telling you. There are some ugly people inside and out, okay? And they live everywhere. So we were working at this plant, and she was just very, I don't know, it became weird to me because I feel like when people copy what I do, or try to one me up on what I'm doing, or try to show me, like, don't make this a competition, because it's not. Red flag number two, when they try to make everything a competition, a secret competition, but it's not really secret because they're doing it to you in front of your face. Like, I'm doing me. I'm not here to get everybody's attention. So we started hanging out with some other friends, and I told the girl, I said, um, I told her, I said, I don't want to hang out with them because all they want is information so that they can hold it over against us and break us apart as friends. She did not care. So I was just like, okay, I already know I know where this is going. So it went where I said it went. What ended up happening was that the girl was so obsessed with me, that she went around to the girl that wanted to be friends with me, or at least take me. I don't know. It was some kind of like, oh, y'all have to do everything together. Y'all, like, y'all can't do. And I kept on saying no, because I kept on saying no to going out and stuff like that. And finally, we said, or she said yes, and man, it just ruined every time I see that kind of situation where, inviting that person out. I'll tell you a funny thing too, because it happened to me when I was younger as well. I told my mother, I said, she can't hang out with me. It is not gonna go well. And lo and behold, the girl go getting juvenile detention, and people don't listen. Juvenile detention, and it just made a fool, just fooly tooly type stuff. And I was just chilling. But back to this girl at this job I was working at. So she goes to the girl that wants to be friends with me now, and she feels threatened. So she starts telling the girl my business. She's not knowing, like, this is why I say be careful when you tell your story too, because they're they're not at an intellectual level to absorb or understand what you have gone through or what you've been through. So they're gonna make assumptions that you're weak just based on your demeanor now, because, like, what I've been through is not what I look like. All right, and Thanks to God, thanks to the universe, been given the opportunity to heal, to overcome, to think bigger, to rebuild myself, to heal. This is about self-healing now. But I keep on straying from the story. What ended up happening is that the whole relationship, the whole friendship went to shit. This person was saying that person, and after that, I just became quiet and I separated from all the motherfuckers. Like I said, fuck all of y'all. This has been great. This has been awesome hanging out with y'all. But I got to go, okay? And I did, like literally. I distanced myself from them, and that kind of stuff that will trigger the beehive, because this was a group of girls that I had distanced myself from. People started quitting. People started distancing themselves from the girls that were the toxic girls. Because I don't play that. I've been through too much in my life to sit around here and listen to some bitches thinking that this is fucking love and hip hop. Like your life is love and hip hop and we about to do the damn thing. Hell nah, bitch. I'm about to go. I got to go. Because you on some boo boo the fool type shit. Uh, but like I was saying, you know, the friendship just went to shit. I ended up leaving, going to another company. And this girl followed me. One of the girls, the original girl, she followed me to this job. This girl followed me, and then at the time, like, at this point in my work career and in my friendship or trying to connect with people, it was a no for everybody. It was a no, 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 no to everybody. Especially having any sexual partners on the job. That's a hell no. That's a never. Okay. All right. So she follows me to the job, and she started telling my business. And again, I'm not talking to nobody, so nobody really know who I am. And plus, this is mask time, so ain't nobody see my face. I'm just here working, doing my job. On my what you call it, just put my head down and work. Do not bother me. Okay, I'm not ready type stuff. Dim light type stuff. So, what ended up happening to her, because first of all, when people do that to you and they follow you, and why would you leave a job that's paying you what you want, and you're like in a higher position than I am, to follow me, to where you have to start all over again? Why would you do that? Don't do that. All right? Do you get connected to you? This is where we're talking to the haters. Like, everybody's not meant for everybody. That's a train on that rickety ass. Hold on. We're over here. Train making all kind of noise, but you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. So she follows me to my other job, and she starts telling my business or whatever. And I already knew here's the thing, I'm not talking to anybody, and I know she is, because this boy just keep on coming over thinking that he can talk to me, or he wanted to talk to me. And like, me, like, I am sensitive. I am spiritually and psychically sensitive. If you come over to me with that bullshit, my higher self will immediately overreact and put your ass in place. Sorry. All right. But she did all of that, and I was just like, why did you do? I'm thinking to myself, why did you do it? Because I didn't say nothing to her. I did not. This whole time, I have not even said hi. This bitch come next to me. This bitch come near me. She putting her shit next to mine. Did not say shit to her ass. That's another thing. When you're on this silent path, or you're trying to figure things out, do not give the enemy any reason to retaliate. Because anything you do, I feel like it's the open door for them to walk through. Communication. This is on all levels now, and it's not. So I urge you to just be quiet. If you can, walk away, because you're not a therapist in this situation. You're not a doctor in this situation, because obviously there's something mental going on as to why you would put yourself out there, that you would step so far outside of your character to come after me. And I haven't even said anything about you. I don't even talk about you. Your name does not even come from my lips. I don't even remember your name. So yeah. At the end of the day, she got fired from that job too. And, now we're over here living our best life again without any of that shit in our face or running around, because ultimately the universe is going to handle it for you. All right. And they're going to start getting the karma of their decision to come and mess with God's chosen.